Hello friends, it's Kathy the Backyard Stamper, and tonight is episode 12 of my Craft Your Stash series. So I thought it would be kind of fun tonight to break down what mystery stamping is all about. A group of us made up of my downline, my sideline, my upline. It was my upline's team. We did a mystery swap on Monday night and it was fantastic. So I wanted to break down how mystery stamping works, and I'm going to be offering mystery stamping at least once a month, and I'm not sure if I will do a separate episode or just build it into my Thursday night Craft Your Stash. But for now, we'll talk about how it all works and where you'll be able to get your measurements and everything, and so you'll be ready the next time that I have a mystery stamping. But first, I wanted to talk about the sweet sale that's going on. It's a little confusing, so I thought it might be good if I show you what the sweet sale is all about and why it's causing so much confusion. So I'm going to flip the camera down and I'm going to show you my website, okay? Alright, so here is with lots of spots from my lights. Okay, so this is shopping with Kathy Schmitt. Let me zoom in a little bit, maybe that will help. There. So shopping with Kathy Schmitt, and let's see if I can move that one out. Okay. And what you want to do is, hold on 1 minute, let me just adjust this light because it's going to drive me crazy that I keep seeing. There you go. Okay, so we've got the Stampin' Up homepage, and if you go to, well, it will pop up right now, the sweets and sweet products. So basically what this is, it's a buy one get one free. However, it's on all sweets and any products in a suite, and that's what's causing the problem. Well, it's not a problem, it's a little confusing, because let me show you an example of what my shopping cart will look like. So if I just say shopping products, and I'm going to shop, I would like to get the Beautiful Gallery suite. So if you look at the suite right here, the suite collection, the price is $139.25. So I'm going to go ahead and put that right in my cart, add to cart. And then what I'm going to do is I wanted to get the celebratory sips one as well. So let's get that one. Oops, I went too far back. I guess maybe I can do it right here. Celebratory sips. So I'm going to shop that, and I'm going to put that in my cart right here. Oop, that one's unavailable, so let me pick a different one, because I need to have one that works. We'll do floral impressions. Okay, here's a good one. Okay, so I add to cart. Now if I go to my cart, view cart, let's see here, let me go to my view cart. You can see that that worked. I've got my gallery, Beautiful Gallery suite, and my second suite is 50% off. Perfect. But watch what happens if I say, oh, I want an extra pack of the gems that go with the Beautiful Gallery suite. So let me just call them low profile dots, we'll just say. Oh, you know what it is? I want an extra roll of the ribbon, so I want beige ribbon. So we'll just pick that. And I want this one here. Basic beige classic ribbon. Now, this product is part of a suite. Okay, so that's a clue that something might happen. So I put it in my cart. Now I'm going to go to my cart and you'll see what happens. Now, instead of my second suite being 50% off, both suites are full price, and my 50% item is the basic beige ribbon, because it's 50% off of any suites and the suite products. So what I recommend you do is place more than one order. It's not going to harm you with the shipping, most likely. And so what I would do in this case is I would get rid of my beige, and now my Floral Impressions comes back to being 50% off. I would check out, and that will earn me $18.35 in Stampin' Rewards. And then I'm going to put another order in for all my embellishments or ribbon, whatever is similar price. DSP, similar price. Embossing folders, similar price. Embellishments, ribbon and gems are range between $8 and $9.50, so similar price. So that's how you would want to shop. And the same with bundles. It includes the bundles too. So if you have your eye on 4 different bundles, no problem. You'll get 50% off on the 2 lowest priced ones, as long as they're bundles that are inside a suite. If you get 3 bundles and a pack of gems, you're going to get 50% off the bundle and 50% off a pack of gems. So keep your items the same price range to maximize your savings, because this 50% off is worth more than just a couple of dollars of shipping by putting in a multiple order. If you have any trouble, you just reach out to me, backyardstamper@gmail.com, and I will be glad to help you. Okay, so let's look at how the mystery stamping works. So on our mystery stamping the other night, I sent out to our group measurements and supplies that they would need. So I sent them out on a Thursday, and our Zoom was the following Monday. So they had the weekend to prep their items. And so I kind of coded them with like CS1 meant cardstock color 1. And it says 2 pieces cut at 5.5 by 4 1/4. So here's my 2 pieces. It's Pebbled Path, because I'm crafting my stash. And then embossed ECS1 was embossed cardstock, and it's 1 piece 5 1/4 by 4. You emboss with the folder of your choice. So mystery stamping is all about the supplies and the measurements, but you pick your colors, your DSP, your cardstock, any gems, etc. So instead of the embossed cardstock, I am using a piece of designer paper, and that's going to measure 5 1/4 by 4. So now I had these little cheat sheet things here from the other night that I saved. So this is my cardstock number 1, and this is my embossed cardstock, but I substituted DSP. And then it says DSP 1, watch the direction, because my card is in the landscape mode, which means it's going to be horizontal, and so you want your directional paper to obviously be going in the right direction. So in this particular case, my DSP was a die cut. So this doesn't matter. So I'm going to call that DSP 1. And then, oh, and then I needed a piece for the inside, which I don't have quite yet, but I will. So that will be DSP 2. And then you needed a piece of this BW-V is either basic white or basic vanilla. So one piece that's cut 11 by 3 1/4, scored at 4 1/2 and 9. Okay, so these were all my pieces. This is my basic this, and you need a shape. Oh, you know what it is here is my, oh, I forgot cardstock too. Here it is. 2 pieces of this layer. Okay, so those were my pieces, and then it says a shape or a tag, anything for a sentiment. And that's all that I gave them. Scraps for die cuts if you desire, or you can use pre-cuts from a DSP, any dimensionals, ribbon, gems, Wink Estella, anything you want. And then for stamps, I told them they would need 3 sentiments, 1 for the outside of the card and 2 for the inside. Plus, if they decided to stamp any images or die cut, you'd need to just have those stamps available. Okay, so let's put them together. So what I did was I showed them clue number 1. Come on. It was focused and then it went away. There it goes. So it says adhere the 5 1/4 embossed cardstock to one of the 5 1/4 by 5 1/2 to one of these pieces here. So I'm going to go ahead and maybe I want that, because then I have that. Yes, I'm going to make a change in my mind. I just got adhesive on the wrong side, but that's all right, because I can make that work. So I'm going to switch my color scheme up, and I'm going to put it like so. And actually, if I put that down in the corner, I might have a little doodad I can cover up with, or just use my adhesive eraser at the end. Okay, so clue number 1 said adhere your embossed piece of cardstock, remember I substituted DSP, to one of the cardstock 1 color. That's the beginning of the front panel of your card, and then you set that aside. And then layer, clue number 2 was layer the 4 1/2 inch wide DSP 1 to one of these cardstock 2. So remember, the card is landscape, so watch your DSP pattern. And if you're going to be wrapping ribbon around, you'd want to make sure you don't adhere that yet. So what I did was I had to cut my one piece down a little because I was going to use this little pegboard, and it looked funny if I had all that extra space. So I went ahead and just cut that down. But that's still going to be the same as my clue number 2. Let me just get my glue mat. I'm going to just put some glue. Oops. Oh. Okay. Sometimes this Seal Plus is a little too strong. Okay. So I'm going to just go ahead and put that right down there. So if I was going to be wrapping some ribbon around, I would not adhere this to this yet. So I'm going to just set that aside. Okay, clue number 2 is done. Then clue number 3, and I know I'm going fast because I'm just showing how it works. This isn't like a real, oh, hi, Melissa. Hi, Deborah and Cindy. Thanks, you guys, for joining. I'm explaining how mystery stamping works. So this isn't a true mystery stamping. It's a mystery stamping that I just hosted the other night, and I wanted to tell people how mystery stamping works because everybody's like, what's the mystery? And so I thought I'd come on and just reproduce what I had done, and then that way the next time I have a mystery stamping, you guys will be familiar with it. So clue number 3 is take your 3 1/4 by 11 scored piece and burnish all the folds. Okay, just did that. That's going to create a Z-fold, a funny looking Z-fold, but it is a Z-fold. And I say note, the 2-inch flap will need to be on the left side when it's opened flat. So here's my left side opened flat. All right. Clue number 4 was with the Z-fold opened flat, you will be stamping sentiments on the 2 larger sections. So there was one little strip of DSP2 that was 1 inch by 4. That was the piece I hadn't cut yet, so let me grab that. Let's see here. I've got so many bits and bobs of this paper that I just want to grab something that will look kind of good with it. Oh, you know what? I could use the same, I'll just use the same piece. It doesn't go there. I don't know why I measured it, but it goes, yes it does. It goes on here. So this is supposed to be, let me cut it down to size so I don't confuse anybody, 1 inch by 3 1/4 tall. So 1 inch by 3 1/4 tall. There. All right, and then so it says to adhere this piece on the right side of your Z-fold. And the reason you want to, you know, do that ahead of the stamping, even if you don't adhere it, if you dry fit it, because it changes your stamping area. So now this becomes your stamping area to center your sentiments on. So I am going to go ahead and pop that on. Yikes. Okay. Like so. And the stamp set that I'm going to use is Trusty Tools. The paper is still available. The stamp set has retired. But we're using mostly the paper. I'm just going to throw in a couple of sentiments like Happy Father's Day. Shh, my mom and dad might be watching. Okay, and so I will probably do You're the Most Awesome Dad on my inside. All right, so let's get out my stamps. You're the Most Awesome Dad. I think what I'm going to do is have it continue across both of them, because that would be kind of neat. And then I'll get out the Happy Father's Day. That's going to go on my front. And I think that's all I need for now, because the rest I'm using the DSP. So let me put these on a block. There's that one. And this one. And then let me grab one more block for this. Okay. And like that. Okay, so I got all my stuff on blocks. So what I was thinking is if I did You're the Most Awesome Dad it kind of continues, right? I think he'd figure that out. Or I could do Dad, comma, you're the most awesome. Oops, sorry, I'm not in the camera. I could do Dad, comma, you're the most awesome, or you're the most awesome Dad. What do you think? I like the Dad over here because I've got smaller space here to write my message, and I think that's what I'm going to do. And I'm just going to write in a comma. All right, so I am going to use, I think for my color, I don't want to use, I think I'm going to use red or crushed curry. I think I'll use maybe both. Sometimes the yellow doesn't ink properly, or not ink, doesn't show up as nicely. Let me check this paper and make sure it was red. I'm thinking maybe it was Poppy Parade, but let me look. Basic black, copper clay, crushed curry, gray granite, Lost Lagoon, and Poppy Parade. All right, so let's switch that, and we'll do Poppy Parade, and we'll do some other stuff in the crushed curry, because this, hey Christina, you're never late with crafting. All right, I'm gonna just zoom back out for a second. So it says to stamp my sentiment on the remaining side of this piece after I adhered it. That looks good. And now I want to do my Dad, but you know, I want to get a scrap paper just in case, because I haven't used this stamp in a little while. I just want to make sure. Oh look, I got a big 0 on there. I think it was a gem. Whoops, I got another one too. You know what these are? These are sparkles from one of my shaker cards. All right, let me clean this stamp because I think I've got some sparkles on it. And I'm actually going to clean the underside too. There. See, there was a big white spot right there that was on my stamp. So I got that off. Now we'll do my scrap paper. Hi Becky. And we'll do that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do Dad over here. Dad, comma, you're the most awesome. And I really do mean I'm going to do a comma, but let's see what it looks like first on my scratch paper. Dad, comma, you're the most awesome. Or I could do Dad, dot, dot, dot. I like that. Do you guys like that? So I'm going to do Dad, dot, dot, dot. You're the most awesome. Okay. So my sentiments are done. And it says leave room if you want any kind of stamped doodad, is what I call embellishments or little stamped images. In my case, I am going to do something like that. So I do have enough room. And I'm going to go ahead and just put that on right now. And then, well, I have it out. So I have my Dad. There. Okay. And now let's see what clue number 5 is. Let's see. I am dropping my dies all around, so I do not want to lose them. So let me grab those. Okay. All right, clue number 5. It says, close the Z-fold so that the 2-inch section is on top. So here's my 2-inch section. adhere to the second cardstock piece centered with an even border all around. So I want, what that means is don't adhere with this. Put that so that it's on the top. And I'm going to only put my adhesive on the back. So basically your Z fold is shut, and I'm centering it on my cardstock number 2 piece. Okay? Set aside. Okay, clue number 6. Stamp your sentiment on a tag or a shape for the front of the card. If you're using ribbon, this is where you would wrap the ribbon around and tie a bow and adhere the sentiment shape using dimensionals. So I'm gonna do Happy Father's Day, and I don't really need a shape. What I will do is just use a strip like that. Or maybe I got one that's a little bit skinnier. Yeah, this one's a little skinnier because it's just a straight on Happy Father's Day. I mean, I could even go skinnier. All right, we'll get the Poppy Parade back out. Stamp a sentiment on the tag or shape for the front of your card. So that's what this is right now. And I'm probably going to cut that a little bit narrower. But I am going to let that dry for a minute before I do that, only because sometimes red takes a few minutes. But if that was dry, then I would just put my dimensionals on. So I will do that in just one moment. Okay, now it says adhere the front piece. This is clue number 7. And it is adhere the front piece to the embossed layer. So that was, this is my pretend embossed layer. I just used designer paper. And this is my front piece. So I am going to have something like that, and I'm not sure if I want to pop that up or not. I kind of think I want to. So I'm going to, because it's my card, right? Okay, let me grab some dimensionals. And my snips too. I don't have to worry about the ribbon, but if I was going to put ribbon on, I would make sure I'm straddling my dimensionals. So wrap it and then do your dimensionals. And I'll show you some examples from the other night that I made. Hi Chris, how are you? Oh my gosh, you guys. Nice group tonight. I appreciate you coming on. All right. Place the front piece. Oops, and now it's, so that was adhere the front piece to the embossed layer. Okay. Close the Z piece, which is already closed. Add adhesive to only the 2-inch piece. So I'm going to do that and that. Then I'm going to place my front piece. Did I not do this part? Hold on, I think I skipped a step. Hold on. Oh, okay. Yes, no, I'm all right. Yes, no, yes, no. Okay, so here's my my Z with only the 2-inch, but what I'm going to do is I need to flip this over, but remember, this is my front and this is going to go right on top of them, so I'm flipping them both the same direction. And then I can center it from there. I'm centering this piece onto the other piece. And then I'm going to flip it back the same direction. So then see how my Z is working? Pretty cool. And then it says place front piece. Oh, wait a minute, that was clue number 7. Okay. Yes, and then put this on the bottom piece. So now I've got this and this and that. And I'm just going to come straight down on top of it, lining up my corners like so. So you can't tell that those two pieces are not attached until you go, woo! So that's pretty fun. And then clue 8 is embellish your cards with any die cuts, gems, Winkastella. So let me just throw a couple things on here really quick. So my card will be done. Let me see here. Oh, I got. So when I have DSP that looks like with all these shapes, I like to cut it out ahead of time and then just fill my little basket. So let's see here. Alright, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the hammer in the middle because it's taller than the others. I like that it's got some poppy, crushed curry, and the brown. So I'm not going to pop those up because that's just designer paper. So I am going to just go ahead and tape them down. I should have put, let me do my hammer first. If I supported those shapes with some cardstock, it wouldn't be bad to pop up, but I just don't want them to get crushed in the mail. Not that I'm really mailing this card because I'll see my dad. Shh, he might be watching. Sometimes my mom and dad come on, but they don't know how to comment, so I can't tell if they're here or not. All right. My parents just celebrated their 65th wedding anniversary. It's amazing. I made this beautiful banner with the brand new party banners. So that was fun. And then here's my Happy Father's Day tag. So I'm going to just cut that. I'm going to trim it real close. It's easy because the letters are block letters. Like so. And I like to cut at an angle, and then I don't have to worry about getting that straight. Like that. And I can put it right across like that. And this I will pop up. So I think I have to use some edge pieces because I trimmed. Let's see here. Like so. And like so. Alright. That's going to look great. Just like that. And then when you open it, it's like that. And then I'll put like, oh, I don't know. I've got something in here. I did the paintbrush, and I've got the wrenches from the front. So I have a screwdriver. Oh, that would be good because this wrench is a little too big. So I'm going to do the screwdriver, but let me get my skinny glue bottle. And in case you can't tell, my dad is pretty handy, so tools are his thing. So when I saw Trusty Tools, I was all over that. And then the paper sold out, and then they brought it back for celebration or something. I can't remember. I ended up getting an extra pack, and now it's back in the catalog. And you can do a lot with just the paper without the stamp set. That was really messy gluing. I got glue kind of out, it oozed out. So there's my mystery stamping card. So in the group, everybody's card has the same layout. They were all like Z folds, although one person did it vertically and it came out super awesome. And but everybody had different paper, different stamp sets, you know, and they were really crafting their stash with using what they have. So let me show you a couple of the samples that I made for the class. Let me see, where did I put them? Oh, sure. I know they are right in front of me. Okay, hold on one second. Well, I'll keep looking for them while we're talking because I know they're right here. So this is the mystery stamping, and let me show you something else that I've been working on. I'm just trying to see if I stuffed them anywhere. I know they're right here. I cleaned my room. See, this is what happens when you clean your room, is then you don't know where stuff is. When it's organized chaos, you know exactly where it is. All right, well, I will come back to that. And our team just did a team swap. So, oh, thanks, Deborah. That was nice. Hey, Stephanie. So our team did a swap, and I just wanted to show you guys. This is from Tracy Dutchison, and look at, she even put an inside piece with little doodads on the corner. It's punched right there. There, you can see it. So this is, the words are from Notes and Totes, and she used Timid Tiger and Darling Duckling and stylish shapes for the circle, and the paper is the new In Floral Blooms. Well, that's not really the name of it, but it is this one here. Florals in Bloom. Hey, I was right. I said it close enough, right? So it's this one right here, or yes, it's this one. It's got all the different colors in it. So this is awesome paper. There's another paper that's called Floral Impressions. They're very similar looking. This one is the online exclusive. This one is in the catalog. Okay. And then this one is from Jamie Tyson. Ooh, look at that fun fold. Isn't that awesome? It makes a little box, a box in a card kind of. Using, and look at, so this piece here is strategically placed so that when you open the card, it's balanced. It's not taped down all the way. So that's awesome. And then a little flip-flap in the inside. Love that. This is from Kathy Anderson, and this is called a kite fold. And she opened it like, stamped it like that. Isn't that neat? So a lot of paper piecing going on, and cutting the triangles and getting the fold right. And look at these cute bows she added for the string, and she used the new waves embossing folder on the back. This is from More Messages and a little strip of the designer paper. So well done, Kathy. This one is from, I'm not sure who this one's from. This goes with this though. Let me put that back. And this is Notes and Totes with the Impressions A Bloom stamp set. Oh, and look at all these cute little flowers. So Stephanie, if you know who did this one, can you pop it in the chat? This one is from Laura Carlo. Another Notes and Totes, but look at this. Whee! She did a fun fold with the gate. Isn't that clever? Oh, Stephanie, it's yours. Let me put a little sticky note on the back. All right, so that is a lot of die cutting stuff for a swap card. Gorgeous. And then this one too, look at all the die cutting. I love this bag because we have LL Bean here because we're near Maine and that's where they're from. But look at the little water bottle top and the cup, everything, the sunglasses, really, really cute. That's a lot of work. Laura Carla. This is from Debbie Frank. This is that beautiful gallery. I love this so much with the Secret Sea and some cloud cover. And then this is one of the designer pieces flipped over so it's got the cloud cover behind. And then this is one of the frames in the beautiful gallery. It cuts out a frame like this and it also cuts out the centerpiece. And the damask embossing folder. I don't know if that's going to show up or not. Love that. And this one is from Gigi Cohen. And she did a sweet jar card that does a fun fold. So it's a book fold, then you score it on the diagonal, but you only adhere the doodad on the one side to leave it free, and then you put a stopper on the inside and you got a nice fun card that displays. They are coming out next month for demonstrators. We can already order, but another stamp set that goes with the sweet jar, so that's going to be fun. This one here is from, I don't know, this is the beautiful coneflower stamp set with some sponging and blending, and I almost said creamy caramel, but it's crumb cake cardstock. I love how she added some texture to the words and then just kind of cut around them. This one is from Jamie Adcock. I just got this one, and it's that corner, spring corner, so it's thank you for everything. Isn't that neat? And I love this frame. So she took it and put the piece back inside, which is really clever, but I like how it has all this texture and dots. Really nice. And the flower is from Pretty Florals. That's the one in the catalog. And she even did the inside with the little flower. So that's good. And then this one was mine. I'm trying to think of whose this one was. So Steph, if you know that would just pop it in. So this one was mine. I used the party pig. And so I have What's Shaken, and then you open this and it's bacon. And the reason, so this one makes great, and I got his head on a wobble, but this one has um, the the shaker dome for his belly, but then you really either have to put it in a package or hand deliver, because it would cost you a fortune to mail it like that. So what I did was I just made a shaker card using, just the regular. The circle cuts out when you die cut this, and I just did a skinny score right there and added a little bit of glue there, and the words "What's Shakin' Bacon" are one stamp, and I just kind of cut them all, kind of funky. So hopefully people that got the swap knew to open it. I think you can kind of tell that it has to open. But that was our team swap that we just got. And then I also have 2 cards that my downline gave me. This one is from Kathy Hammond, and she used the beautiful butterflies. So pretty, and she's got some glittery on there. And watch this. Oops. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Does this? Oh, okay. Oh, look at that. You know what, Kath? I didn't even know. Oh, maybe it is Stephanie. I didn't even know that did that. So I was wondering what this little piece was. Isn't that clever? So she used a label die to cut this opening to put the butterfly, and then when you open the first layer, it goes through. Oh, so pretty. And then that opens for the same. She was thanking me for all the help from being in my downline. She and this one is from Jody, and they gave me a gazing ball from my garden, and it's so pretty. So, and this one is I'm not sure, I don't remember what the stamp set is. This is the pretty that delightful floral, and I love that paper so much. Oh, look at how pretty the butterfly is. And they just wrote me a note on the inside rather than signing the actual card, so that I could use the cards again. So pretty fun, huh? So that's some nice happy mail. And I think that's it. The only thing else I just wanted to quickly mention is the virtual album retreat is still available. It's on sale, and it's going to be a 3-day Facebook Live event in July, and you make 12 2-page spreads, and you get 4 stamp sets with it, and a bunch of pre-cut. Everything's pre-cut, prepared for you, which is great. So I can't wait for that. I think my box might be coming tomorrow or the next day. So, oh, zinnias. Oh, okay, yes, thank you. So the card was from the zinnia stamp set. Thank you, Christina. I love this. I can't believe this has been hanging on my wall. Kathy, I apologize. And I never knew that did that. Because I opened it like this, and she had a note inside. So that's what I did. So, so. All right, you guys. So my next Craft Your Stash will be next Thursday. Oops, let me come back. Sorry, my hair is an absolute mess. I was out in the garden earlier, and it was hot today too. So the next week, Craft Your Stash at 7 o'clock, and I don't know what we'll be working on. It's always a mystery to me until the night before. But and then I'm starting on Sunday mornings, probably at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. I am going to start a Craft Your Stash scrapbooking. So I don't know if it'll be this Sunday, but if it's not, it'll be in the upcoming Sunday. I just have to check to see if I had anything else already going on on Sunday. I have a class on Saturday, so usually the Sunday after is like my day. So, but yeah, I want to show. So I'm going to be doing on my scrapbooking Craft Your Stashes. I'm going to be showing the scrapbooking kits, but also like how do I put photos on? Like how do I decide what photos? And what I thought would be kind of neat is to show you my beginning scrapbooks, which is way back in Stampin' Up, back when they had Crayon Kids scrapbook kit. And then it went to My Digital Studio, so I've got pages like that, and then I have just regular photo pages stuffed in with just some designer series to designer paper to break it up. So it's kind of like the scrapbooking is evolved, but I do love these kits, and I can't wait to scrap the perfectly pairs, painterly pairs, because my daughter got married last September and her last name is now Pearman, pronounced Pearman, but pairs is the theme, at least in my world. So I'm going to have fun with that paper and making some scrapbook pages of her wedding and the party and stuff. So anyways, I really appreciate you. If you have any questions, reach out to me, backyardstamper@gmail.com. And my website is backyardstamper.com. If you want to look at any of the past Craft Your Stashes, some of them have PDF templates that you can download with the folds. And I might maybe I'll have to, I don't know if I can with the mystery stamping, but when I do my mystery stamping classes, on here, I will give you the directions so you'll have everything that you can keep. So thank you so much for watching and staying on with me. I appreciate all of you. So have a great night and a great weekend.